Crown Point is the next in line to see those price drops. Hey guys, Erica Galinas here for our weekly market update. This week we are talking about Crown Point, Indiana, and it looks like Crown Point, as awesome as it is still strong, but it is following suit with the price drops and market activity that we're seeing in the other towns around us. So these numbers are for April 2023, from the 1st of the month through the 30th. All the property that closed in Crown Point Center Township. So in April, we had 43 units of real estate sold for a total of $14.7 million. That gives us an average sales price of $341,000. Average days on market for closed listings was 36 days. The list to sales price, meaning how much you listed for versus how much you sell for, 99.52%. But I dug down a little bit on this one. They break it down by time frame. So in the time frame of 30 to 60 days, so 30 to 60 days of a house being on market, the sales to list price there was 105%. So it seems a little weird that something's going to sit and then all of a sudden be in demand. It is because a lot of these houses did some pretty big price drops. They'd been on the market a month or two. They're ready to go. It's the spring market. Like, we got to get it going. They dropped that price just low enough to catch a bunch of buyers because we still have low inventory, which we'll talk about. And they bid on those prices up above the list prices. So again, that 30 to 60 day mark was at 105% of sales to list price. So comparing that to March 2023, in March, we sold 47 units of real estate for a total of $15.3 million. That gives us an average price of $326,000, average days on market, 39 days. So we did about $15,000 better in April to March. Their sales to list price was 98.49%, which is, still obviously really good, a little bit on the higher side. Again, a lot of that had to do with the different price drops that went on in that, say, 30 to 90 day area. One other note for April and Crown Point sales, I break them down all the time. New construction of that 43 was 23, leaving 20 existing homes. And of that 43 sold, 22 were condos and townhouses, 21 were single family homes. It is not a coincidence that the condo and townhouse number and the new construction are about the same, because in Crown Point right now, 50% of what is being sold are those duplexes, townhouses, not too many condos in Crown Point, but they're included. 50% of what's being sold in Crown Point right now are new construction condos and townhouses. I'm pretty sure one of the reasons why is because it's actually affordable for buyers. People that want something new, maybe first-time home buyers that don't have $1 million, they are buying these condos, townhouses, and duplexes all across the Northwest Indiana area. So looking at pending listings right now in Crown Point Center Township, there are 79 pending listings. We don't know the close price till we get there, but their average listing price is $358,000. Average days on market, only 22 days. That is kind of significant as we've been going through these. We saw this in Munster. We saw this in Schererville. We'll talk about the active days on market, but the pending days on market at this point are much smaller than the active days on market because the stuff that is priced well is selling right away. And in our area, 22 days is probably the lowest one we've seen in a while. A relatively similar amount of new construction. 26 of those are new construction homes, with 53 being existing. 24 condos, townhouses, with 55 being single-family homes. Again, you have the correlation between the new construction townhomes and in this case, about 1/3 of them being new construction townhomes. So right now in Crown Point, the big headline is active listings, just like it is in most of the other towns around here. Currently on the market in Crown Point Center Township, this is all of Center Township, 68 active listings, average listing price $418,000, average days on market 59 days. The new construction and townhouse duplex numbers add up exactly. 24 new construction, 24 condos and townhouses. So that leaves 44 existing single family homes for sale in Center Township. Now, when I pulled these numbers, I left out there's $2 or $3 million homes kind of thing that, they're on the market a long time and they kind of skew the average. I also didn't include any new construction in these numbers, again, for the same reasons. So let's see if you guys can figure out, exactly what the issue might be with our current market. Clue number one, in March of 2023, the average sales price was $326,000. Clue number two, in April, the average sales price is $341,000. For the 79 pending listings, we don't have their close numbers, but their average list price is $358,000. And for our active listings, not including new construction $1 million homes, we have an average list price of $418,000. It is not hard to see why 22 days on the market for pendings, 36 days on the market for sales, and 59 days on the market for listings. What we have in Crown Point is a $15,000 price jump from March to April, another $17,000 between April and what we have pending, and then a $60,000 price jump between what's pending and what's still for sale. Crown Point is going through the same thing that all the towns in our area, and honestly most of the country, are going through. We had a white hot market for 3 years. There were no listings for sale. We didn't have any inventory. We had all these buyers with all these, 3% interest rates. It created a monster in a seller's mind that everything is now worth $1 billion. But with the recent interest rate increases, we're not in that market anymore. We still have low inventory. I mean, in terms of what's active in Crown Point, that big footprint in Center Township, you'd think there'd be more, but there's not. But buyer's pocketbook actually controls the market, and with 7% interest rates, they don't have the money to pay, on average, $418,000 for your house. This doesn't mean that there's anything going on in Crown Point. It doesn't mean that Crown Point is less desirable. Crown Point's a great part of Northwest Indiana. It doesn't mean that the real estate market is broken. It's happening in all of the towns around here. Sellers, it's only been, 8 months, 9 months since the bottom kind of fell out of the real estate market. We're waiting for that spring market. It's May 15th. Spring market is here, and we don't have the inventory, but we also no longer have the buyers. That 7% interest rate on a $380,000 home is killing buyers' budgets. I don't know what the real solution is. I think it's just time has to go by. Everything kind of has to settle into, a new market price. It's certainly not going to come from the inventory side. There's all kinds of sellers out there that want to relocate or want to downsize or whatever it is, but they have 3.75% interest rates on their houses. They're not going to sell those houses, no matter how badly they want to downsize, if they're trading it for, a 6.5% or a 7% loan. So the solution is not going to come from more inventory like it was over the past 3 years. The solution isn't really going to come until we figure out, how to get our interest rates down, get inflation under control, all kinds of things that are, well above my pay grade. But that's the actual problem right now. The temporary solution is that sellers are going to have to drop their prices. They're going to get sick of sitting on the market. They're going to get sick of not having showings. They're going to get sick of all these different things. They got to downsize. They're moving to California, whatever it is, they're ready to go. You will start seeing those prices drop. We're seeing it a little bit, like I said, in that 30 to 60 day range, 105%. There were a couple houses that did big price drops and got bid back up above 100%. So if you're in Crown Point thinking of selling or buying in Crown Point, or really anywhere, even across the country, I can always get you a referral. Please call or text me anytime, 219-765-2062. You can also email me at hsbyerica@gmail.com. Even if you just have a question, just contact me. We can talk through it and see what your best options are. Also, if you need some more information, please go to my website at homesalesbyerica.com. There's a big buyer's guide in there, a nice big seller's guide. You get a home evaluation. You can start a search. There's links to my other videos, not just my market updates, but my buyer and seller tips. And there's a chat link there. So if that's easiest for you, just click on that and we'll see what we can do. If this is your first time here, please like and subscribe to my channel. I do these market updates for my local area. Next week, we're going to be talking about St. John, Indiana, a very unique market, lots of new construction, kind of messing up the prices. So we'll see how they're doing with their price drops. Also, on Thursdays, I do my buyer and seller tip videos. This Thursday, we're going to be talking about, for buyers, how exactly you know that you pick the right agent to work with. So thanks for joining me, guys, and I will see you on Thursday.